B12 and the methylation cycle. Part 2. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Methylandia, a deficiency in vitamin B12 had profound effects on the kingdom's methylation process and overall well-being. When there wasn't enough B12 around, trouble ensued. The first consequence was elevated homocysteine levels. B12 is crucial for converting homocysteine into methionine, a critical amino acid for methylation processes. Without sufficient B12, this conversion can't happen, resulting in increased homocysteine levels. Elevated homocysteine is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots, casting a shadow on the kingdom's cardiovascular health. But that wasn't all. The methylation cycle, responsible for countless vital processes like gene expression, neurotransmitter synthesis, detoxification, and cellular metabolism, was halted due to the scarcity of B12 in the land of Methylandia. Methylation reactions require methyl groups, and B12 shortage significantly limited their availability. This disrupted gene regulation, neurotransmitter balance, and metabolic pathways, causing many health problems throughout the kingdom. The kingdom's nerve center, the central nervous system, was severely hit. Proper methylation is vital for synthesizing neurotransmitters and maintaining nerve function. B12 deficiency meant inadequate methylation, resulting in fatigue, memory issues, difficulty concentrating, and even peripheral neuropathy, paralyzing Methylandia. Not only did B12 deficiency affect the kingdom's nerve center, but it also wreaked havoc on the kingdom's DNA and protein synthesis, needed for growth and repair. Methylation plays a critical role in regulating gene synthesis, expression, and repair. This disruption caused developmental abnormalities, immune dysfunction, and increased vulnerability to chronic diseases. The kingdom faced an increased risk of various health conditions due to B12 deficiency. Cardiovascular disorders, neurological issues like dementia and Alzheimer's, mood disorders, impaired detoxification, and compromised immune function, all had stronger footholds in the kingdom due to insufficient methylation caused by B12 deficiency. Several reasons for the B12 deficiency included inadequate dietary intake, malabsorption issues, gastrointestinal disorders, certain medications, and other conditions. All of these factors contributed to the deficiency. Among the kingdom's inhabitants, vegetarians and vegans opted to exclude animal-based foods from their diets, rendering them particularly vulnerable to B12 deficiency. Unfortunately, this vulnerability led to the carnivores' misconception that their conditions were contagious diseases. Recognizing the importance of addressing B12 deficiency promptly, the kingdom's healers urged immediate action. They recommended B12 supplementation through oral supplements or injections, to replenish optimal levels and support methylation processes. Additionally, they stressed the importance of identifying and tackling the underlying cause of deficiency, whether it meant adjusting diets or treating malabsorption conditions, to ensure long-term management. In the quest for understanding B12 utilization throughout the kingdom, healers uncovered the mystery of methylmalonic acid, MMA, within the Krebs cycle. This compound is formed during the breakdown of specific amino and fatty acids, typically undergoing further metabolism. With adequate B12, specifically the adenosyl B12 form, the conversion of MMA was maintained at a normal level. However, when B12 is insufficient, the conversion of MMA is disrupted. Consequently, MMA started to build up in the bloodstream and urine, raising concerns among the healers. Enter vitamin B12, the superhero of the story. In particular, adenosylcobalamin, a form of B12, played a crucial role in an enzymatic reaction converting MMA into succinate acid, an essential player in cellular metabolism. But when B12 was scarce, MMA could not be converted to succinic acid, leading to high MMA. Therefore, increased levels of MMA in the blood and urine signaled a deficiency of B12 in this critical pathway. Measuring MMA levels proved invaluable in diagnosing B12 status, especially when combined with other markers like serum B12 and homocysteine levels. Elevated MMA levels, low serum B12 levels, and increased homocysteine levels provided compelling evidence of B12 deficiency. Methylmalonic acid is a specific marker because its increase directly corresponds to a decrease in methylmalonyl CoA enzyme activity, a B12-dependent enzyme. It helps differentiate B12 deficiency from other causes of elevated homocysteine, such as folate, B9, deficiency. The kingdom's healers swiftly embraced measuring MMA levels to identify B12 deficiency early and initiate appropriate treatment. They recommended B12 supplementation, either orally or through injections, to restore B12 levels and correct the metabolic abnormalities associated with elevated MMA. In summary, methylmalonic acid, MMA, became a central character in the kingdom's tale of B12 deficiency. It accumulated when B12 was in short supply, impacting vital cellular processes. Measuring MMA levels in blood and urine emerged as an essential diagnostic tool for identifying B12 deficiency, allowing timely intervention and treatment. However, as the story unfolded, it became evident that the urine MMA test held advantages over its blood counterpart in assessing B12 deficiency. Here's why. First, the concentration of MMA in urine is higher than in blood. This higher concentration makes urine testing more sensitive in detecting B12 deficiency. Secondly, MMA is removed from the body by the kidneys and excreted in urine. This means that urine MMA levels directly show how much MMA has been eliminated from the body, giving a more precise measure of B12 deficiency. Third, urine samples prove more stable than blood samples, ensuring reliable measurements of MMA levels over time. Lastly, urine MMA levels show higher sensitivity, detecting B12 deficiency at an earlier stage than blood MMA levels. So while blood and urine MMA tests aided in diagnosing B12 deficiency, the healers favored the urine MMA test due to its enhanced sensitivity, stability, and early detection of B12 deficiency. However, they recommended utilizing both tests to obtain a comprehensive assessment of B12 status. In addition to its role in the Krebs cycle, B12 held significance in synthesizing nucleotides, DNA replication, and methionine metabolism. Therefore, a deficiency or impaired utilization of B12 could affect numerous cellular processes, leading to various symptoms and health issues outside of the Krebs cycle pathway. It is important to note that urinary and blood MMA levels do not directly reveal how vitamin B12 is utilized in specific parts of the cells, such as the cytosol, the fluid inside cells, or mitochondria, the energy-producing structures within the cells. Instead, these tests provide an overall view of B12 metabolism without pinpointing utilization within specific cellular locations. A combination of different approaches was necessary to understand how B12 was being used in the entire body. The healers embarked on a journey that involved various methods to unravel the mysteries of B12 utilization. First, they conducted clinical assessments, carefully considering each individual's symptoms and medical history. Then, laboratory tests such as blood and urine MMA, serum B12, homocysteine, holotranscobalamin, mean corpuscular volume, MCV, mean corpuscular hemoglobin, MCH, and genetic testing were employed. These tests provided valuable insights into B12 status and metabolism. The healers could tailor their interventions to address any deficiencies or imbalances discovered with this knowledge. Their quest to understand B12 utilization was driven by a solid determination to ensure the health and well-being of all the kingdom's inhabitants. With each step forward, the healers grew closer to unveiling the secrets of B12 and its impact on the functioning of their society. Their efforts paved the way for effective interventions, promoting optimal health for everyone in the kingdom. This was true healthcare, unlike what we have today, sick care. Thanks for watching.